I'm Erin O'Byrne and welcome to Everything EFL podcast. I'm passionate about serving teachers and I offer training for schools and institutions whose language teachers need a little refresher, a change of mindset and some super practical ideas to put into their classrooms straight away. There is no one-size-fits-all lesson plan, but you've got a friend and support system in me. I can help reduce your overwhelm, give you some teacher inspiration, and improve your work-life balance. How? With some solid advice, takeaways you can try out immediately, and some much-needed teacher love, because your well-being is important too. Are you ready to make small changes one step at a time and remember how amazing you are? Let's go! Hello, you gorgeous teacher. If you're one of my lovely regular listeners, welcome back. If you're brand new to Everything EFL, you are most welcome and I hope you stick around. Gonna start with a little story for you. Gonna go back to the late 80s / early 90s here. When I was at school, I learnt French and German. And I really like languages, but I had two very, very different teachers. My French teacher was not engaging, and it was very much page 20, do the exercise, ticking the box, very much sort of producing prescribed language. My German teacher, on the other hand, was the exact opposite. She engaged us in role plays, she got us asking personal questions and sharing things, and consequently my German was much better than my French, and I actually went on to study German at college and at university, live in Germany and achieve a C1 level because I was much more motivated and happier in my German class. It all stemmed from there. Everything in that class in terms of communication was just much more meaningful. Dankeschön, Frau Idi. Because sharing is caring. What is a classroom without community? Nothing, I tell you. I talked about this a little bit last week, content and box ticking and curriculum. It's just not enough. But as well as being mindful and improving students' mindset and our mindset, we do have to think about how to build community in other ways. And again, if it's a time issue, it's not. If you can get your students to share personal information about themselves, that's pretty much all you have to do, which is why language teaching lends itself so beautifully to this kind of concept, because it's an exchange of or sharing information. And if you make your lessons about your students, give them a voice, tell them to express themselves freely and share their opinions, if you give them choice, if you promote leadership, this will all contribute to a feeling of community. Why do we need it? Well, safety. Comfort. Students need to feel safe. It's a way to build trust, not just between you and them, but between each other. And when trust is built, learning happens. You could design a great lesson plan, but if you don't have trust and you don't have your students' confidence, it's just not going to be as effective. And I said the same thing last week with mindset and mindfulness. But they will be more willing with community to make mistakes, to, work with each other. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but think about things that will make them less afraid, which means they will speak and participate more. They'll learn more. They'll elevate other students who will in turn become more confident. And again, that can-do attitude will shine through. It's all very student-centered and very, very beneficial. Of course, it won't be that easy with some classes. It's a process, like everything. You need patience and consistency when you decide that community is important. You need to think about how you can implement this on a regular basis. And, the concepts of mindfulness, mindset, and community, they do overlap. But community is more about sort of sharing and exchanging, whereas mindfulness and mindset is, I suppose, more about sort of working on yourself. Like I said, sharing is caring. And, you can do this with really simple activities. For example, get students to stick their hands in their bags, pull something out, and they can ask their partner questions or they can talk about it for 30 seconds. Alternatively, they can show a favourite photo, either from a category of your choosing or they can choose it themselves. They can't speak about it, but they can show their photo to their partner and their partner has to ask some questions. If you want to pitch it to different levels, maybe, lower levels, they can just ask 1 or 2 questions, 3 or 4 questions for higher levels, give them a longer time to speak, whatever you like. But it really is as simple as that. And the 5th module of my Methods and Mindset course is called Sharing is Caring. I think that's the 3rd time I've said it, because it is. In the 5th module, we'll talk about the concept of community, its benefits. We can exchange ideas, and also I will provide you with some nice tasks to get you started. You'll also have time to think about your next few lessons, and then think about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, how long you're going to spend on it, and plan all that into it. So you can go away and implement stuff in your very next class, and also have a little bank of activities for your future lessons. I'm really excited about this session because it does feature an idea swap. So again, it's not just a session, it's a workshop. You will be participating. And, don't worry if you don't have many or any ideas. That's fine. But I believe that everyone's going to benefit from this because teachers are very creative. We all have ideas. So if you like the sound of that, join my waiting list. The link is in the show notes. There's no obligation to buy anything. It just means that you'll get a discount nearer the time, and it's never going to be this price again. So this is your first and only opportunity to get this really valuable course. So much value in there, so many good things, but the price is super low. And if you have any questions, comments, anything at all connected to the course or not, I'm always at the end of a DM or an email. Also, if you would like some weekly or bi-weekly support, you can always sign up to my Breathe Easy Teacher newsletter community. I'll always give you a little bit of advice or a task to try, or, it might just be a good boost for you, just to remind you how great you are. So until next week, take care of yourself, have a safe and peaceful week, and share the love. Bye.